Hello friends, Demóclis Rocha here. Today I talk to a nice Cambly tutor about a song by Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. If you like this, give us a like, and if you want to know about our next videos, subscribe to this channel and hit the notifications bell. Let's get started.
But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. When I lay with you, I could stay there, close my eyes, feel you here forever. You and me together, nothing gets better.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Okay, perfect.
I'm kind of nervous.
That's okay. You're the YouTuber. You shouldn't be nervous.
Okay. But I set fire to the rain, watched it pour as I touched your face. Well, it burned while I cried, 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. When I lay with you, I could stay there, close my eyes, feel you here forever. You and me together, nothing gets better.
Good.
How
Yeah,
was
that
it?
was That was great. I will say one hint for especially people who speak Portuguese. When you're saying a word like watched that ends in
Yes.
ed, make sure you don't say watched. I hear that a lot.
How did I say it?
You said it right, but I started to hear you start to pronounce it wrong. So when you're sharing tips with your YouTubers in English, point that out. That ed words, make sure that they're saying watched. Sometimes it
Uh-huh.
sounds like it ends in a T, but it's never watched.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you. I
welcome.
appreciate that. And one thing that always catches my attention is like with that th sound by the end of a word, like with.
Hmm.
Could you please pronounce that word slowly? With.
With.
Yes, I love your pronunciation. I wish I could sound like that, but it's hard for us. We tend to say like F sound with, but it's with
Yeah. Yeah,
that
I hear that a lot too.
that thing that you guys do with the tongue, like the tongue between teeth, right? And then you
Hmm.
put some air out.
Right.
It does not come easy to us because it's a sound that we don't have here in Portuguese.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's why we tend to pronounce like F with.
Hmm. Yeah, and actually, you'll hear people who are native speakers who also will pronounce it like that. You might hear them say with,
Good to know.
especially especially if they're like a kid and they're when you lose your front teeth or things like that. So sometimes you might hear people pronounce it that way. And
Interesting. This okay. That part. But I set fire to the rain.
mhm.
Does that have some kind of meaning to you? Because it doesn't make sense, right? Is it just poetic stuff, or can you relate to that somehow? Or what do you think when you hear, read that? I set
um,
fire to the rain.
yeah, I mean, for me, I think she's talking about like a breakup. Adele's talking about a breakup. So
Mm.
think about it. You can't really set rain on fire. So
Yeah.
she's trying to describe her emotion of just being like in agony. Like she's
Ah.
so upset she could make water fire.
It's like she's trying to make the impossible happen.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
But for
Watched it.
me, it
Yes.
doesn't really mean a lot. But for Adele, obviously it did.
Can you notice her accent when she sings? If you have
When
heard her
Adele,
sing, yeah, she's not
uh,
American.
no, she doesn't sound British when she sings, and I
That's so
think that's
interesting.
common. When people
Yeah,
sing, they don't.
yeah.
I think it'd be the same in Portuguese. You wouldn't be able to tell someone from Brazil or Portugal or another country that speaks
I
Portuguese.
I don't know. I mean, when they talk, I we can always tell,
When they
but
talk, yes.
I'm not sure if there is a singer that is from Portugal that sings like we pronounce words here in Brazil. I don't know that.
It's kind of like a neutral tone, right? So when you listen to like a newscaster or someone who's reading like works for the government, they tend to have like a neutral accent. in every
Hmm.
language.
Yeah.
It's the
One
same
thing
when you're
that
singing.
is interesting about this is that kids in Portugal, they are starting to sound like us, Brazilians. Did you know
Why?
that?
Why? No, why? Why is
There is a
that?
pretty simple reason. The population in Portugal, it's about 10 million people, but
Mhm.
in Brazil, 200 million people.
Oh wow, that's a
So,
lot.
yeah, so what is happening is that kids watch Brazilian YouTubers. So they are starting to speak Portuguese like we do here in Brazil.
Oh
So people
wow.
say that's like we are colonizing them back.
Right. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, I
Colonizing the
wonder.
colonizers.
Yeah, I wonder if kids in England may try to sound like Americans. I
Yeah,
wonder if
that's a
that
good
happens.
question. I feel like there's so much pride in their accent and the way that they speak that I think they would try it the other way around, try to get Americans to sound British.
No, I don't know that. I don't think Adele would agree with that because she sings like you guys speak, right? With
Yeah.
American accent.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same like the Beatles or any British singer or band. Their
Yeah,
accent is just kind of neutral English.
yeah, that's so interesting. That's so I like that. Okay, I prefer the American accent, not because I have anything against British English. It's that just because, all the movies we watch are from America, most of them
Right.
at least.
Yeah.
So we would have to make an extra effort to sound like British people, right?
Right.
We
Yeah.
would have to, yeah.
What's your favorite movie or series that you've watched so far in English
Right.
lately?
Lately, I'm watching again The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I love that show. It's funny.
Yeah, me too. I love it.
Yeah.
And I understand Sheldon's parents are from Texas.
Oh, yeah, I think they are. I think there is like a spin-off series called Sheldon. And yeah, you're right. I think they are from Texas.
I wanna watch that. I wanna.
Yeah, I haven't watched the spin-off.
Okay. Let me see if I have any other questions about this.
Yeah,
Watched it pour as I touched your face. So pour is like when like you pour liquid into something, right? Is
exactly.
that
So when you're talking about rain, you say the rain poured down. So if you're telling somebody that it's raining outside in English, you would say the rain is pouring down. So
pouring
it's
down?
spilling from the clouds.
Because so you wouldn't say the rain is raining.
Yeah, you wouldn't say the rain is raining, or you might say it's raining outside, but to say it's pouring down, I mean it's raining hard.
Okay. And it burned while I cried because I heard it screaming out your name. So you think it refers to the rain?
Parave, I set fire to the rain. Watched it pour. Yes,
It's like
yeah,
the sound of the rain was.
yeah. When
Okay.
she's describing, well, it burned while I cried. She's talking about the rain. So
Mm-hmm.
in this case, she also is probably referring to her tears. So
Mm.
in this phrase, in this, I guess that's what you call it in a chorus. I'm not sure how you describe that in the song, but she's describing the rain as her tears. So she's crying,
Mm.
and while she's crying, it hurts. Like it's when if you've cried and it burns your face, like it stings.
I
That's what
see.
she's describing.
I like the way you think. I like it. I didn't thought of that when I read it before.
I didn't either until just now when you said what is it referring to? It's actually referring to her crying, and she's pretending that her tears are rain.
Okay. And when I lay with you, lay the next partner, right? So
Yeah.
when I lay with you, do you think she is using the verb lay correctly there? When I lie with you, is lay the past form of lie?
In this case, when I lay with you, when I lay down yes, she's referring to in the past. Well, let's see, I'm trying to find that lyric right here. Yeah, she's
Lay.
using it correctly.
Because I heard like when you use lay, you have to have like an object, right? When people say, for instance, lay down your weapons,
Yeah.
lay down. Because when you lay something.
Yeah, so you lay your body down. You're describing an action that you're doing. So in this case, it would be a verb.
I just thought maybe it would be more appropriate to say when I lie with, lie. Ah, or
Yeah,
is
in this
later.
case, it's an action. So when she's saying when I lay with you, and when I'm sitting next, when I'm laying down next to you, when I'm
Okay.
beside you.
So it doesn't sound weird to you, that sentence. It doesn't sound.
No, no, it's being used as a verb right here.
Okay, so if it's good for you, it's good for me.
Okay, okay.
She is so nice, isn't she? I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to give us a like. I will see you next time. Bye.